Hey guys, Miguel here. So today we're going to be answering 5 questions about how to be healthy as a vegan, and just basically some commonly asked questions. So number 1, let's go. Does this answer your question? Been vegan for 4 years and I don't have any issues whatsoever building muscle, because what you need is protein to build muscle and training progressively, meaning keep increasing your reps or increasing the weight at the gym or with any exercise you do. So 100% you can build muscle as a vegan. You just need to eat mostly whole foods, so which means nuts and seeds, legumes, beans, whole grains, fruits and vegetables, so that you get a variety of vitamins and nutrition, in addition to getting enough protein, which we'll talk about in the next question. And it's pretty easy to do it. Then it's not different than eating meat or being vegetarian, because what our body needs is protein, not animals. It needs protein, and that can come from beans, legumes, whole grains, all of that good stuff. Alright, so this one is probably the most common question I get, which is, I don't know why people worry so much about protein, because it's very easy. You just need to eat your beans every day, and just if you have problems with digestions, those are very high in fiber, just try and get like low fiber, high protein foods. Those can be seitan, tempeh, tofu, soy milk, all the nuts and seeds, some protein powder. You can go for a healthy one. And of course you need to introduce beans slowly more and more into your daily diet, so you can get more and more adjusted to fiber. But and of course you think that you need huge amounts of protein. That's not an issue. That's not actually true, because unless you're like a bodybuilder who's going to go on stage and you weigh like 100 kilos, then you don't need a lot of protein. It's like for athletes, you need around 1.2 grams to 1.5 grams per kilo of body weight. And if you're not training, you need just like 1 gram of protein. So that's pretty easy. If you're like a 50 kilo woman, you just need 50 grams of protein. Those are extremely easy. Plus you have protein in all foods. So even bananas have all protein, oats, rice, potatoes, everything has protein. And if you're worried about the amount of protein, which is not something you should be worrying about, just track your calories, track your protein through Chronometer. That's a great app. That'll tell you exactly how much protein you're getting every day. So yeah, a lot of people are worried about carbs, because they think that carbs are fattening, whereas no food is fattening. You gain fat if you just eat more calories than you burn. It's that simple. So what you need to be worrying about is fat, not carbs, because fat is twice as more dense in calories than protein or carbs. So you can easily overeat more by eating fat, like using olive oil, that sort of thing. That can add up in calories pretty fast. So carbs are the main source of energy for humans. Is what our liver needs, what our brain needs. So don't go into keto diets, please don't do it.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
And carbs are just what we thrive on, what humans thrive on, for walking, for exercising, for being active, for just moving your body. That's what our body needs. And by eating vegan, you're going to naturally increase your carbs, but that's a good thing because of what I just said. And just don't worry about carbs, because unless they are coming like from cookies, cakes, white bread, like stuff that's gonna spike your insulin, you don't want to do that. Just if they come from whole grains, fruits or vegetables, don't worry about fruits, please. Fruits are one of the healthiest things you can eat. So yeah, carbs are not an issue, please. So let's go over the 3 most common beginner mistakes as a new vegan. So because you want to be healthy and you want to be doing this long term, you need to avoid certain mistakes that most people do. So mistake number 1 is under eating, meaning when you're not eating enough calories, because if you're used to eating meat, eggs and dairy, those usually are smaller, the portions are smaller and the calories are more. So now you're going to be eating more like low calorie dense foods, meaning like broccoli, spinach, beans, rice, all of those things. You need to eat bigger quantities because they're lower in calories. So remember to track your calories, and just, you need to start eating more food, or if you cannot eat so much food, just like try and go for high calorie dense foods like dates. You can use some syrups or oils in the beginning, just so you can get used to it, and then slowly, gradually increase the amount of food that you eat. Mistake number 2 is not educating yourself. And what I mean by that is that you need to like learn where you can get your omega-3s from. You need to eat as healthy as possible. There's like a free app from Dr. Michael Greger called Daily Dozen, where you like tick all the food groups that you need to eat every day. That's really helpful one. Or you can always just hire an experienced and someone who knows what they're talking about, personal trainer or nutritionist, who are vegan of course. Like they can guide you through what you need to do on a daily basis until you get comfortable on your own. And mistake number 3 is not supplementing with B12 and a couple other more vitamins. Well, we're going to talk about that a bit later, exactly later. And those are essential because you don't want to get deficient in certain vitamins, and that's a big concern for people going vegan. Alright, so supplementation. Now, because you need to supplement with B12, it doesn't mean that being vegan is unnatural, because B12 is actually pumped into animals through grass, through antibiotics. I mean, the animals you eat, so the cow, she's been supplemented with pills of B12 or just in liquid form, whatever. So you're not actually eating B12 in its natural form. When you're eating chicken, turkey, pork, you're also eating antibiotics. You're basically absorbing what the animal is absorbing. So why not cut the middleman, cut the fish, cut the pork, just go straight to the source. Regarding B12, we need to supplement with B12. Everyone, vegan or not, you need to supplement with B12. That's the most important vitamin because the deficiencies will kick in after several years of you being deficient, and that's something you can not easily go back to. And because B12 is basically bacteria found in the soil, and because now we use so much heavy antibiotics, you can't just go and the vegetables we grow, you need to wash them because of chemicals, antibiotics that they use. So basically you can't get B12 from soil anymore. That's why we all need to supplement with B12. Second vitamin is D3, which comes from the sun. Luckily here I have a lot of sun and I don't need to supplement with D3. But if you live in a country like Norway, like Scandinavian countries, UK, Alaska, if you live like in the northern hemisphere, you don't get sun throughout the day, then you need to supplement with D3. And why I say D3, because D is a vitamin coming from the sun, and D3 is what our body converts it once we absorb it. Then the third vitamin I would like urge everyone to take is algae-based omega-3, because you can of course get enough omega-3 in terms of ALA from a vegan diet, from flax seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds, walnuts, all of those nuts and seeds, those wonderful nuts and seeds. But then our body doesn't convert enough into EPA and DHA, which is what you get from the salmon. But where the salmon gets their omega-3? From eating algae in the sea. So again, cut out the middleman, go straight for the source and get some algae-based omega-3s. And I hope to see you guys soon, and until then, keep making those plant-based gains.